Welcome to Going Nowhere. I'm your host, Nate, and this is the show about traveling, even though I'm not traveling at all, because I'm in quarantine. I'm going to take you places, and yet we're not going to go anywhere. So today, we're going to start with the extremes. I'm going to take you to the southernmost point of my apartment and the northernmost part of my appointment. So I'll see you there. So right now, I am in the southernmost part of my apartment. As you can see, it is a white corner, and there is nothing to see right here. But this is as extreme as it gets. I am as far south right now as it goes. Let's see how things look like on the northern end, all the way on the other side of my apartment. Okay, so I've arrived at the northernmost point in my apartment, and as you can see, it's another white corner. So exactly the same as the southern tip of the apartment. So we have reached both extremes today. I'm so excited to explore more of my apartment as I'm in quarantine and traveling around and enjoying this going nowhere adventure with you. A big part of travel is getting around and getting from place to place and finding just the right transportation. So here in my apartment, the best way for getting around, believe it or not, is by walking on foot. Now, I recommend a nice, good pair of socks. Not just any pair of socks. What I'm wearing right now are a nice pair of thermal socks. And the reason why I say this is because the roads or the surface in this apartment are, as you can see, it's a tile floor, and it gets very chilly, especially in the mornings and in the evenings. So you're gonna wanna have a nice pair of socks to keep your feet nice and warm as you are walking from place to place. So that's how you get around inside the apartment. Now, it's fun to be around the hustle and the bustle of the kitchen and the living room and the bedroom, but sometimes you just want to get away from it all and you want to escape and you want to get outdoors into nature. And so what I like to do to get out of the main part of the apartment, I like to come outside to the balcony. The balcony is a great place where you can just soak in all the zen that is out here on my tiny little balcony with hardly any space. As you can see, the gas tank takes up a good chunk of the balcony, as does the air conditioner. But at least there is a view that is just to be marveled at. Wow. So good to be outside and to be in nature on my tiny little balcony where I can actually pace back and forth at least 3 or 4 steps each way before I have to turn around and go back the other way. Just complete bliss. Wow. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm feeling a little bit hungry. Now, everyone knows that the best part about traveling is experiencing the local cuisine. And boy, does this place have it. Today, I'm going to share with you one of my favorite local treats. We have rice cakes. Let's see let's see if we can tap into these, and let's see what the local cuisine tastes like here. I'm just so excited. I'm just so excited to see what this is going to taste like. Amber, could you hold the phone for me real quick? I just love exploring local foods and just experiencing all the flavors and really getting into it. And I've been wanting to try these because the other people in the apartment, they've been talking about these, and I've even seen the kids walking around eating these things, and I just had to try one for myself because if the locals are eating it, I've got to try it. melts right in your mouth. It's like heaven and cardboard mixed together. That was amazing. If you ever get a chance to get into your cupboard and eat a rice cake, I recommend it. It's the best part about traveling. Nowhere. Well, with all this traveling I've been doing, visiting markets and going to the extreme southernmost and northernmost points, visiting the balcony outdoors, walking around in my socks, experiencing the local cuisine, I just feel like, I've got to take a rest from all of this. So I wanted to show you some of my favorite spots to relax. First, we have your basic chair. Now look at this. Look at that. Wow. Wow. I'm going to sit down now. Oh, that feels so comfortable. Oh, it just it's like sitting on a giant marshmallow that's just gently hugging your backside. Oh. I'll show you some other spots that I love to relax here in a bit. I don't know how well you can see it behind me, but this is one of my favorite places to relax. This is a bed. I like to put my head down on this pillow and just relax, and sometimes I even find myself sleeping up 8 to 9 hours in any given night. The bed just really makes the traveling all worth it, and it's one of the best parts about the rest and relaxation that comes with these luxury trips. One of the places I've always wanted to visit is the random, ugly, pointless chairs in my hallway. So today I'm going to experience that for the first time, and I'm going to let you know all about how that experience is. So let's take a look at these ugly, random, pointless chairs that I didn't purchase, but hey, I rent the place, so don't take it from me. Let's take a look at them. Oh, look at these things. They just take up space in the hallway, but we're gonna try them out for the first time today because part of traveling is experiencing new things for the first time. And so I'm gonna have a seat here on this random, ugly, hideous chair that takes up space in my hallway. And I have to say, it's not that bad. I'm really glad that I have experienced this. And you know what? Guess what? I can even take in a beautiful view. Look at my view right now. 2 light switches. Wow, with the white wall. Beautiful. Right now, I am down by the waterfront, the bathtub, which is full of children's toys. So it's not like you're just staring at an empty tub. There are toys in there that just bring color to the scenery. Sometimes you get to enjoy the waterfall. See how it barely drips up and the pressure is terrible? Yeah, that is my beautiful waterfall. Another interesting thing about traveling is experiencing new climates that are different from the ones that you are used to. And sometimes you've got to adjust to the climate, but sometimes you can adjust the climate to you. And so one of the ways that I like to adjust the climate is I like to, after I've run the oven, to open it up and let the hot air just flow out and just warm me up. And that really brings that warm climate, which I love. I'm not really a winter person, to be completely honest. But one other really cool thing, which you can bring the climate to you, is the ever trusty air conditioner, which actually has a heat setting on it. And so another way which I can bring the heat to myself is just to turn it on, and I can pretend I'm on the beaches of Florida. Divine. Another amazing part about traveling is getting the chance to experience the local nightlife culture. Here in this apartment, the lights are out early, and so I'm actually going to quiet my voice down a bit because it is time to go to bed, and that is the nightlife culture here. It's time to go to sleep because tomorrow I'm going nowhere. Good night.